I've been thinking about this because I really think that those three Stoic disciplines can kind of uh, be broken down into three questions about life, right? It's like physics is, okay, what is all of this and what's my place in it? Ethics is kind of, okay, well, how should I act? What should my character be? Now that I know what my place in this thing is. And then the logic, could that kind of be described as how you know if you're even thinking correctly, or how you know that you're making the right choice?
Yeah, how you know, I think full stop is a useful way
Yeah.
to think about it.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Stoics had a few different metaphors for how these things cohered to each other. Um, I guess my favorite one is probably that of the fence and the field. So one of the metaphors of how these relate to each other is that logic is a fence that fences off a part of a field where you're going to grow crops. And so the crops grow in soil, and that's physics. And what sprouts out of it is the crop that you're ultimately going to harvest, and that's ethics. And
Mm.
so in terms of this metaphor, then the fence protects the field. It makes sure ethics can grow um, so that weeds don't come in, and so animals don't come and graze things. So it protects your crop in essence, and so logic serves as a protective way to make sure that you can cultivate your field properly. But your field can only grow out of what your field yields ultimately depends on what's in the soil. And so you need to understand the basics of the world around you, or else you can't know how to live your life if you don't understand at least the basics of how the world works and one's relationship to it. That doesn't mean nowadays that one has to go and study string theory or anything like that in order to become a Stoic, but having a basic idea of what's going on in the world and our best understanding of it can be useful. But you can't have an understanding of either of those things unless you hone your skills of reasoning.